Saberové a sabřice. Vítejte už u 5. streamu z Fate Stay Night Remastered. Fate Routa. Vítám vás, jakožto nemocní kony. Možná to trošku slyšíte na mém hlase. Ten můj ucpanej skurvenej nos. Ale já se nenechám porazit jednoduchou, pouhou a velice jednou pouhou rýmičkou. Ne. Kony není takový ubožák, aby se nechal porazit. A proto jsme tady. Proto jsme se tady sešli u dalšího Fate streamu. Já chcípám tady, ale nevím, jak to bude zvládat můj hlas, jestli mi fakt bude zle, tak odejdu, ale hej. Dám tomu svůj nejlepší pokus. OK. Asi continue. Dám radši load. Jo. I guess. Budu muset hodně smrkat a hodně chrchlat, ale to se nebude vadit. To jsem asi určitě čet. Which is fine on its own, but I wish she would consider the fact that I have to deal with Fauně all day long. Fauně was originally an acquaintance of my old man, and she swung by the house pretty frequently since I was adopted. She kept on coming over, even after my old man died, and now she acts like a freeloader, eating breakfast and dinner every day. Actually, it might have been thanks to Fauně that I was able to make it on my own after my old man died. And now, it is me, Fauně, and Sakura, who are the residents of this Emiya house. Bů, Sakura, kde je můj coach Shinji? Hele, víš co si můžeš Můžeš si nasrat se Shinjim. Jsem tak rád, že v Kalejt nebyl. Doufám, že... co jsem to kurva udělal? Doufám, že umře bolestivou smrtí. Protože hrajeme Fate Routu, takže... Jestli to je jako v anime, tak chcípná berzerka, což je dobře. Zemře! Musím se napít. But at the same time, I'm the only one who knows that my old man was a mage. They say mages have to keep that part of their lives secret. Which is why I've also been hiding from others that I'm learning magecraft after I became my old man's apprentice. Learning, maybe a bit of a stretch. Really. Since I can barely use magecraft properly. Nový outfit Medusy z Prisma je mega good, ale freaky ass oko na masce. Je, takže OK, bráška se actually začal koukat. OK, jak se ti líbí nový servant systém? Ta jestli ho tam už představili. Ale to by asi už měli. To už tam asi je. Kartičky. So it wouldn't make such a fuck. So it wouldn't make much of a difference whether I hide magecraft or not. But since it was my old man's dying wish, I've been training in secret. I finish breakfast and get ready for school. Viděl jsem 2 epizody, bro. Oh shit, sorry, bro. Ty vole, tak to se tam Medusa objeví hodně brzo, ho? No v první epizodě má Luvia a Rin fight. A v druhé epizodě to už je Magic Girl a už jdou fightit s Medusou, damn! I put away the dishes with Sakura as I listen to the news on TV in the background. Hej, ty vado. Ty speedrunujou. Kurva, Google. Nemluvím na tebe. Sakura is looking blankly at the TV. A flashy caption reading, "Gas leaks continue," pops up on the screen. There seems to have been a big accident in the neighboring city of Shinto. It happened in a building in the business district. Apparently everyone on one of its floors lost consciousness from oxygen deprivation. Authorities have been calling it an accident resulting from gas leaks, but for some reason these incidents have been happening often. Are you worried about the incident, Sakura? Omega čete, koukejte, to je ta nejhorší girl v celém Fateu. Jako, musím uznat, že když jsem začal s Fatem, tak Sakura byla moje nejoblíbenější, ale jako docela upadla. Samozřejmě Saber je pořád úplně nejvýš na tom měřítku. Rin je taky dost vysokou mě. Potom je někde Luvia. Sakura je takový mid-tier. Jako je fajn, ale je mega fucked up. Jako asi bych jí bral jako kamarádku. Spíš než ženu. Protože bych se bál, že by mi dala nůž do zad. Řekla Arbeito? Slyšel jsem správně Arbeito? Nevím, ty ale jako můj německý sens, ty slyšel Arbeito, ty hodně, ale možná jsem kokot. Protože mám jedno ucho zalehlý, což je jako taky krásný edition té nemoci. Okay. Well, not really. I was just thinking that this happened in Shinto. This is very close to us, senpai. Your part-time job is in Shinto, right? Ano, arubaito znamená part-time. Oh shit, damn. Kradou němčinu. Ha. Proč ten text zmizel na jednu sekundu? Yeah, but the shop's not that big. I don't think an accident like that would happen there. But I can't entirely ignore the idea either. Gas leaks can happen in any building, and it especially pains me to think that hundreds of people have fallen victim. Some say that these accidents, are happening because of faulty construction work done during the rapid development projects in Shinto. Either way, I hope there won't be any more victims. It's a disturbing story. We need to be careful too. Anyway, dneska finally Fear and Hunger. Ano, těším se, až se budu bát a budu mít hlad. Těším se, co se všechno naučím, když jsem viděl dosáhnout asi tak 5 reelů z té hry. Well, don't worry about that, senpai. I always make sure to check the gas is turned off properly. Twice. Sakura proudly proclaims. No, that's not my point. Mě tak sere to zalehlý ucho. Yep, I've always known Sakura is a little off, too. Oh. Bráško, nemusíš ji takhle roustit. Brácho, jako ta story je crazy good. Těším se. Senpai, did you lock the back door? I bolted it. Is that a problem? Not at all. Then I'll lock all the doors. What time are you planning to be home today, senpai? I think I'll be home a little late. What about you, Sakura? I should be back at the usual time. I think I'll be back before you, so I'll make preparations for dinner. Yeah, that'll be great. I'll try to come home as soon as possible too. The gate is locked tight. Sakura and Fujine both have keys to the house, and the rule is that whoever leaves last is in charge of locking everything up. Fuck off už ohledy, Sakuro. Běž už do školy, ať potkáme Rin. Hej, to už jsme měli potkat za chvíli. Let's go. You'll be late for morning practice if you don't hurry. Okay, then let's hurry then, senpai. Škola. Woo. Oh, okay, tak ještě ne. Sakura and I walk into town. We walk downhill along a long wall to reach a more populated residential area. The Emiya house is located on top of a hill, away from the center of town. Počkej, tohle není ten den, kdy summoné Saber? Tady to je 30. Počkej, load. Tady to je den první, tady to by měl být 31. leden. A summonuje v únoru 2. Takže máme 2 dny? Myslím, že píše to jenom den první, takže tady to by měl být buď 31. leden nebo 1. únor. A summonuje se v 2. únoru. Protože když se Shiro vrátí večer domů, tak tam Sakura není. Ty vole, to už je moc informací. Going further down, we reach the intersection at the center of town. Oh, to je ten most! Several roads lead out from the center of town. There's a large bridge that connects to the neighboring town. A hill that leads to Ryudo Temple. Ryudo. A residential area located opposite my house. A shopping district that both Sakura and I often go to. On summonuje Saber zrovna v den, kdy nepřijde Sakura. Omoshiro, jasný. And finally, there's a path that leads to our school. Ryudoji. To se čte Ryudoji? Ryudoji. Doji. We head straight to school without taking any detours. It's barely 7 o'clock, so there's hardly anyone around. Students making their way to their morning club activities are the only ones to be found along our route. Jo, vlastně ona nepřijde kvůli Ryudoji. Ryudoji. Dlouhý? Takhle? Nebo doji. Ryudoji. Jo. Ryudoji. Okay. Ryudoji. See you later. Good luck at practice. I see Sakura off at the school gate as usual. Sakura's in the Kyudo club, so this is where we usually split off. Bye bye, Sakuro. Ryudo je jméno a Ji znamená temple. Oh, Ryudoji. Doji. Okay. Ryudoji. And yet, Sakura doesn't budge this morning. Sakura, are you not feeling well or something? Máš příšerný... Bráško! A jako, wow! No wonder! Jako bych to, nevím, četl poprvé. Jako bych se neučil japonsky, To je divný, že mám příšerný akcent. No, it's not that, senpai. Maybe it's time you come visit the dojo. Bráška neumí číst japonsky a nemá japonský akcent, friendship ended, ok, ale víš co? Je hodně ryb v tadytom oceánu, najdu si lepší kamarády, jak seš ty. Můžeš jít. Nikdy se nekouknu na Gurren Lagann, protože to je shit show. Well, I don't really have any business at the dojo. Besides, Issei asked me to do something, so I need to go to the student council room. I suppose you're right. I'm sorry for bringing it up. Sakura quickly bows her head. Hmm? Bro, sežere tě anglerfish. Já bych se nenechal nachytat na tu nejvíc easy trapku. Dostal bych nešel k tomu světlu, nejsem idiot. I'll be going then. Please look forward to dinner tonight. Sakura runs towards the dojo, seeming almost apologetic. Takhle. What was that? I wonder what that was all about. Jdeme opravovat heatery. Ise, are you in? Nevím, mizím, už se dostáváme ke spoilerům. Užívej, bye bye. Ano, za 2 hodiny se uvidíme, bye bye. Ah shit, it's my late. I'm here. You're a little late this morning, Emiya. Issei glances up from his desk, looking like he's been studying some papers. Kurva, potřebuji šmelkat. Wait. Is it just you, Issei? Where's the rest? They should all be at school by now. Well, unfortunately, the rest of the members are all very on the clock. They all have their set work hours, and they don't want to come in early or stay late. So that's why the student council president is doing busy work himself. Guess you've got your own problems to deal with. Well, I live for these sorts of problems. I don't need your sympathy, Emiya. What are you talking about? I'm not sympathizing with you. Well, that's too bad. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. After all, the fact of the matter is that you still care. Issei, who is gathering his papers into a single sheaf and tapping the edge against the table to square them neatly, is the big boss of the student council. He's been working to reform the student council, which has grown quite lax, and he's been a friend of mine since our first year in school. His full name is Issei Ryudo. Despite his old-fashioned sounding name, he has elegant facial features, and he's popular with the girls. Vážně? He's also the student council president, so you'd think he would have the leg up over everyone else, but that's not exactly the case. Nothing beats a scalding hot cup of tea in the morning. It's saying stuff like that as he sips tea that prevents him from quite sticking the landing. As evidenced, Issei is quite plain. He's prone to be misunderstood, yet he neither dabbles in the relationships nor he does what typical students do for fun. He's the heir of Ryudoji, which sits atop a mountain. He himself understands that he will inherit the temple. There's a strong possibility that he'll shave his head without so much as a complaint as soon as he graduates from school. So, what do you want me to do today? Well, I'd like to tell you to sit down and relax, but we really don't have time. I'll explain as we go, so grab your tools and follow me. Let me get right to the point. Our school's spending habits are quite extreme. To vlastně můžu číst. I know. The athletic clubs are favored, and there's not much money to go around in other places. Exactly. As a result, the culture clubs get the short end of the stick. I've been trying my best to establish a better budget for the arts, but the money trail has been pretty muddy, which is making my life harder, so the arts are suffering. The lack of heaters during the winter is especially concerning, and I have no solution for that. I see. Hey, hand me a flathead screwdriver, the biggest one. Oh, and give me some conductors too. Yeah, this one looks salvageable. Bráška neví, co je to konduktor. Já taky ne. Conductors, these? Sorry, I don't really know my way around tools. You can get mad if I'm wrong. It's fine, you got it right. So, what about the lack of heaters? Is there anything else that's broken? Yes, the heating system in the second audiovisual room and the art club room might be on its last leg. Forms requesting to purchase new ones are piling up by the minute. And you're saying that there's no room in the budget? Well, this one's just corroded. Good thing the inside's still intact. Oh, is that one salvageable, Emiya? Yeah, I can fix it. It's a good thing all machines are easy to figure out. The wires just burnt out, so as long as those get replaced, it should last until the end of the year. Is that so? Way to go, Emiya. I'm glad you're so reliable and helpful. You say some weird stuff, Issei. Oh, hey. I'm almost done, so go ahead and step out. Got it. I won't get in your way. Okay, přichází Rin. Issei quietly steps out of the classroom. He might be thinking that I'm going to start on some sensitive work. Well, I guess you can call it sensitive work. I put my hand to the old electric stove. No matter how long someone's been fixing things, they can't usually figure out what's wrong by sight. So the fact that I can means that what I'm doing is not ordinary. I close my eyes and look inside the stove by touch. And then suddenly, a single image pops into my head. There are two places where the wire's about to break. The electrical pipes should last a bit longer. The power cord should be fine with just insulation tape. Good. I should be able to fix it with just the tools I brought along. If the electrical pipes were broken, it wouldn't be fixable by an amateur. Had it been the case, a certain strengthening would have to be done, which no amateur could manage, but I should be able to fix this one by sight. This is the magecraft Kiritsuku taught me. Okay, let's begin. I take off the cover to begin my repairs. I already know where it's broken, so the rest of the work is easy. This is the one thing I'm good at. That's right, I, Shiro Emiya, have absolutely no talent in magecraft. But, for some reason, I have a knack for visualizing the structure of things or blueprints, like I did just now. My old man once saw me imagine and recreate a blueprint. He looked surprised, then muttered, "What a useless talent." My special talent appears to be pointless. According to my old man, the fact that I can visualize object structure isn't really helpful. A mage normally wouldn't need to survey an object's entire structure like I do. He claims the mage's struggle is to instantly seek out an object's center, or its core, and transform it as quickly as possible. That's why reading blueprints is a waste of time, and even that only helps seek out areas for magical energy to pass through. And so, fixing broken stuff is one of the only things I'm good at. After all, I don't have to open the entire thing up to find the problem. If I can find the problem quickly, I can fix most things as long as I have the know-how to repair it. Though, I only do that with things an amateur could reasonably be expected to fix. Okay, done. What's next? I put away the conductors, pick up the screwdriver and wrench, and head out to the hallway. Issei, repairs are done? Oh, hey. A female student is standing next to Issei in the hallway. I'm a little surprised. The girl talking to Issei is Rin Tosaka, a second year from Class A. She lives in a giant Western-style mansion up on a big hill, and she's an extraordinary honor student. She's pretty, smart, athletic, no flaws at all. She's intelligent and polite, and she never brags about her looks. She's truly the ideal girl to guys, apparently. Which is why the male students treat her like an idol. But Tosaka is just too good, and she's become unattainable. Unattainable. The guys all say the only people who can talk to Tosaka are Issei and her teachers. Well, okay, I'm also a guy. And I'm including myself in the list of her admirers. Tosaka is looking at us, annoyed. I guess rumors are true that Issei and Tosaka don't get along. Oh, sorry. I was the one who asked you for a favor. I made you do all the work. Forgive me. Whoa. Issei's pretty gutsy, talking to me and completely ignoring Tosaka like that. Don't worry about it. So what's next? There's not much time. Yeah, next is the audio-visual room. I hear it's been on its last leg for a while, but apparently it's finally given out. If it's dead, I won't be able to fix it. It might be better to buy a new one. That might be true, but I would appreciate it if you took a look at it anyway. I might think it's dead, but it might just be playing dead to you. You think so? Then let me take a look. There's only about 30 minutes until homeroom starts. I'll need to hurry and fix it or I'll run out of time. I head to the audio-visual room, but I realize completely ignoring Tosaka would be rude. I turn to face her, since she's been standing there the whole time. You're here early, Tosaka. I blurt out the first thing that comes to mind and then follow Issei. You made it just in time. Sorry for all the trouble, Emiya. I'm a bad friend for asking a favor from you and making you late for class. Don't sweat it. It won't be a problem if I'm late, but it might be an issue if you were late. That's true, but I'm glad we made it. Issei exhales a sigh of relief and heads to his desk. It's exactly 8 o'clock. 5 minutes after the bell for homeroom rings, Fujine will enter the classroom. Phew! My breathing is labored, since I ran from the audiovisual room. I take a deep breath before I take my seat. Oh man.
部活を辞めてから何をしてるかと思えば竜道の太鼓持ち僕には関係ないけどさうちの評判を落とすようなことはしないでよね君なんていうか節操ないからさ
What's with all the commotion so early in the morning, Emiya? Didn't realize you became Ryudo's sweeping boy after you quit our club. Not that I care. But since you have no principles of your own, don't do anything to ruin our rep. Standing in front of my desk is Shinji Mato. He's been a friend of mine since middle school. His last name is Mato, and he's Sakura's older brother. He's 1 year older than her. Yo! Things at Kyoto Club going well, Shinji?
当然だろう。部外者に話してもしょうがないけど、目立ちたがり屋が一人減ったんで平和になったんだ。次の大会だっていいところまで行くさ。
Skurvená nemoc. Of course, there's no point in telling an outsider like you. But the club's nice and peaceful now that there's one less member trying to hog all the attention. We are definitely going to make waves at the next tournament. Is that so? I guess Mitsuzuri is working real hard.
Huh? 弓道部が記録を伸ばしてるのは僕がいるからに決まってるじゃんか。エミはさ、とっくに部外者なんだから、知ったような口を叩くと恥をかくよ。
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I'm the only reason the Kyoto Club is setting records. You've been an outsider for a long time. So stop acting like you know it all. Or you're going to embarrass yourself. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Besides, I'm not involved with the club, so I won't really concern myself with it much. I put my bag on my desk and pull the chair back. What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying my Kyoto Club's boring to you? I'm not saying that. Just that I'm not involved and all. I'm not part of the club anymore, so it's not right for me to just drop into the dojo. But if there's anything you need, just let me know. I'll help wherever you need it. I remember you weren't good at fixing and stringing bows.
So, thank you.
Yeah? Thanks. I'll give you a call if there are ever chores to be done. Though, I doubt that'll ever happen. Well, that's good. A captain who leaves busy work behind wouldn't be much of a captain. Just try not to trouble Miss Fujimura. She's terrifying if she gets mad. Huh. Mind your own business. Just remember that you're not a member of the club anymore. So don't go near the dojo. And just like that, Shinji heads off to his seat, all self-important bluster as ever. Huh, he does seem moodier than usual. Unbelievable. How can he talk to you like that? He was the one who kicked you out. Oh, Issei, were you there the whole time? What do you mean? How can you be so cold to me when I was listening attentively to the conversation of concern for my friend? Huh? What does concern have to do with it? I haven't done anything worth worrying about. Fool. Of course I'm concerned. You have a short fuse. Now, granted, if you punched Shinji, that would have gotten you some applause. But it probably wouldn't make the girls happy. It wouldn't be right for me to put my friend in such an unpleasant position. I get it. Yeah, good point. Thanks, Issei. I don't think that would ever happen, but I appreciate the concern.
わかればよろしい。だが意外だったぞ。エミヤは怒りやすいくせにマトウには寛大なんだな。
Good. As long as you understand. I was surprised. You usually get mad at the drop of a hat, but you were really tolerant with Mato. Yeah, but Shinji's been like that for as long as I've known him. You get used to it.
そんなものか。
Guess that's how it is. It is. Now come on, go back to your desk if you're satisfied. It's almost time for Miss Fujimura to dash in.
あの方は飛んでくるというより浮いてくるという感じだな。
More like float in. The bell to start homeroom rings. Normally, the homeroom teacher comes into the classroom 5 minutes before homeroom starts. But our teacher isn't what you would call typical. Homeroom for class 2C typically starts 1 minute after the starting bell. In other words... I'm late! Homeroom starts with the sounds of Fujina's shouts and hurried footsteps. Okay, I made it! Good morning, everyone! Fujina tumbles, and I hear some kind of unnatural sound. What the fuck? Contrary to the hectic sounds of a few seconds earlier, the classroom is now dead silent. The mood shifts sharply. It's no wonder Fujina is called a human roller coaster. The fuck? But honestly, the way she fell didn't seem like a laughing matter. Fujina hit her head against the podium, and she's still lying on the floor. Seeing her lying there, face down and unmoving, has everyone imagining the worst. Hey, someone up front! Wake her up! No, I don't want to. She'll probably, like, bite me or something if I get too close. She's not a mimic. Miss Fujimura wouldn't do that. Well, why don't you wake her up then? Pass. I hate stuff like this. I don't like it either. And you were going to make a girl do it? The boys should step up and take control. The students in the front row start to get rowdy. Those of us sitting in the middle rows can't see what's going on. So we all stand up to get a look. Hey, she's not moving. Did she faint? Someone brings up the obvious. But the problem is, how would we get Fujina to the infirmary? We're all like comrades in arms after our time dealing with Fujina. Probably nobody's thrilled by the idea of taking a teacher to the infirmary. Miss Fujimura? Are you okay? A brave girl approaches. Fujina isn't moving. The class grows more concerned. That didn't look good. Her head literally slammed to the corner of the podium. If that didn't hurt her, she really is invincible. Maybe we can recruit her for the baseball team. That's more like a threat. The moment the tiger becomes the head of the baseball team, we are all bound for the big Kyoshin tournament. Kyoshin. To si nepamatuju z anime. Miss Fujimura! Miss Fujimura! It's no use. She's not responding. Hey, you're right next to her. Wake her up. Huh? What? I don't want to. If she's dead, I'll be good as that too. But things could get worse if we just leave her. But nobody wants to get near her. Fine, then we have no choice but to go with our last resort. Yeah, that. Everyone's on the same page, except Shinji and I. We keep quiet because the two of us dared not to be a part of what was about to happen. Ready? Wake up, Tiger! It comes out a whisper, even with so many students speaking in unison. The word tiger is especially inaudible. And yet, twitch. Fujine's previously made motionless body reacts. Whoa, she moved. This might be working, everyone. Keep going. It's the punishment of the tiger. Everyone must be on edge since midterm tests are approaching. It's a terrible idea on their part, but some students start to wave their arms and chant Fujine's nickname. Wake up, Tiger! It's morning! You need to tiger up! Don't give in! Tiger! Stand up! Tiger! Come on! Wake up! Time to wake the sleeping tiger! 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 Gah! Don't call me Tiger! Like a sudden bolt of lightning striking. Fujine stands valiantly as if the fall hardly scratched her. Huh? What are y'all doing? You guys shouldn't get out of your seats during homeroom. Come on, get back to your seats and we'll begin. Fujine, back to her normal self, stands at the podium. It appears she recalled nothing between the time she jumped into the classroom and the time she woke up. Hey, Tiger doesn't remember anything. Sweet! You're lucky this morning. I don't know if you can call this lucky, honestly. The students shuffle back to their desks. Huh? Did someone just mock me? No, absolutely not. Must be your imagination. Really? Then okay. We are going to start morning homeroom, so everyone, listen up. Fujine casually starts homeroom. She always goes on this digressions between announcements, so it goes slowly.
そういうわけだから、みんなも下校時刻を守るように。
Which is why everyone should go home at an appropriate hour.
門限は6時だから、部活の子たちも長居しちゃダメよ。
The gates close at 6, so everyone doing club activities shouldn't stay any longer than necessary.
6時って言ったらすぐじゃんか。タイガ先生、それって運動系は免除されないの？
But 6 is too early, Tiger. Don't the athletic clubs get an exception?
されません。それと後藤くん、先生のことは藤村先生って言わなくちゃダメなんだから、次に名前で呼んだら怒るからね。
They will not. And Goto, you'd better call me Miss Fujimura. Next time you call me by my first name, I'll get mad. Okay?
はーい。以後注意します。
Yes, ma'am. I'll be careful next time. Goto sits back down. He doesn't seem particularly remorseful. Too easy. When Fujine says she gets mad, she gets mad. Doesn't matter if it's with a teacher or a student. And that is as close to a serious warning as she's ever going to give. But Goto doesn't realize it.
それじゃあ、今日のホームルームはここまで。みんな、3次元目の英語で会おうね。
That's it for today's homeroom announcements. I'll see you all at third period's English class. Fujine waves and leaves. So that was Taiga Fujimura, the teacher of Groom 2C. Her nickname, Taiga. That might seem like a joke, but it isn't. She got the nickname because it sounds like a name, Taiga, but Fujine hates it. According to her, it doesn't sound feminine. But she got the nickname because of how she acts, so she kind of had it coming.
授業を始める。日直礼を。
Class will begin. Class duty, leader greeting. As Fujine exits the room, the first period teacher enters. Because Fujine takes up almost all the homeroom time, mornings are always like this for our class. And so, another day of classes ends. There are many types of students. Some immerse themselves in club activities, some hurry home, and some hang out in classroom after class for no particular reason. I don't really fit in any of those categories.
すまない。ちょっといいか、エミヤ。今朝の続きなんだが、今日は時間あるか。
Do you have a minute, Emiya? Picking back up with what we did this morning. Do you have some more time? Well, it's not like I don't have any plans. It's not as if I don't go. Ty vole. Jak se mi vrací nemoc. Kurva. It's not as if I don't do anything at all. The biggest reason I quit the Kyoto Club in the first place was that I wanted to prioritize my part-time job. It's been 5 years since I started part-time jobs to earn money for living expenses on my own after my old man died. And when you do so many different jobs, there are some requests you just can't say no to. Today is one of them. I was asked to help restock some product for a bar, since they wanted as many strong helping hands as they could get. Though I'm sure I don't have to go help, the bar's likely asking everyone as an excuse to gather some folks and hang out afterwards. ... There are two options. I should... Oh! Save! Okay, I feel bad for Issei, but I should probably prioritize my part-time job. I never promised I would go, but since I shall try, I should probably keep my word. Sorry, Issei, I have plans already. So I can get a rain check on this morning's task. So, can I get a rain check on this morning's tasks?
先約？ああ、例のアルバイトか。そうか、それは困らせたな。こちらは今日明日で身体が決まるものでもない。俺の頼みなど気にせず、労働に励んでくれ。
Plans? Oh, you mean your part-time job. Yeah, sorry for troubling you. A couple of days won't make any difference. So go ahead and head to your other commitment. Thanks, I'll get back to those tasks first thing in the morning, so please let me off the hook this time.
ん？そこまで深刻な話でもないと言っただろう。急を要していたものは今朝で片付いた。残った修理品はエミヤの手が空いた時で構わんさ。
I thought I said this wasn't a serious issue. We got the urgent stuff done this morning. You can finish up the rest whenever you're free, Emiya. If you say so. Is it okay if I pick up where I left off whenever I don't have work?
しさいない。その時はまた頼りにするぞ、エミヤ。
Certainly. I'll be counting on you when that time comes, Emiya. Issei bids me a stiff farewell and leaves the classroom. Okay, then. I shouldn't dawdle. I may not have been given a specific time, but now that I've decided to go to my part-time job, I need to hurry over to the neighboring town. Jeez, I thought I was going to help out just a little, but they gave me 30,000 yen. It's like an unexpected windfall or a stroke of good luck. Copenhagen. Where I work today is like a bar and supermarket that sells liquor all in one. And it takes a lot of people to restock inventory for this place. It's a job that needs at least 5 people, but the more people you have after that makes everyone's lives easier. Yet, the boss is always like, anyone who can help, can just swing by. He mentioned it so casually to the part-time workers and seemed to think it was enough. But I'm the only one who showed up. The only people there for inventory were me, the boss, and Neko, his daughter. All hell broke loose. You dummy! Of course nobody would come. Neko was scolding the boss, yet I was the only fool who came, ready to be sacrificed. The two of them unenthusiastically applauded when I showed up, and then we all decided to organize the storage room as much as possible. And then we somehow finished the inventory in 2 hours. This was amazing. Going for the extra brownie points or something, Shiro? The boss remarks as he eats a brown cake and surveys the afternoon's work. Not exactly. I'm just used to manual labor, and I've been working here long enough that I know where most things go in the storage room. I haven't been working here since I was young for nothing, you know. Oh yeah. How long has it been already, Shiro? 5 years? Something like that. You were one of the only places that hired me soon after my old man died. That's so? No wonder I feel old. The boss stuffs his mouth with rum cake. Next to him, Neko is nursing a bottle of warm sake. The owner has a sweet tooth, while the daughter is the drinker of the family. They sure balance each other out well. And... But honestly, you really helped us out. I would feel bad if all you got from your hard work was just a few slices of cake. So, here's a little something from me. He waves me 3 10,000 yen bills at me. It's more than I would get for a week's worth of labor, not 3 hours. Oh, thanks. I hesitate, but I take whatever I can get. Just as I'm about to leave Copenhagen.
今日の話誰から聞いた？
Hold up, Emiyan. Who did you hear about today's job from? Neko stops me while she is curled up in front of a heater, resting. I think it was Furumi.
学生に自分の仕事を押し付けるんじゃないってのよ、あのバカ。まあそれはいいとして。何？じゃあ今日の棚卸しまた聞きだったのに来たんだ。
That idiot should know better than to push his own work onto a student. Well, whatever. So you're saying you came to help to help stock inventory, even though you only heard about it secondhand. Well, I was told to help if I wasn't busy.
フルミもバカだけど、エミヤンもおバカさん？
Furumi's a dumbass, but you're no better, you know.
まあいいけど。君さ、人の頼みを断ったことないでしょう。前に私と父が風邪で寝込んだ時も店番してくれたし。
Whatever. I bet you're the kind of person who can never say no. I know. I remember that one time when you watched the store when Dad and I both got sick. Huh? That's not true. I won't do things for people when I know I can't. I only do things I know I'm able to.
あん時、君も風邪ひいてたんだけどね。
That right, huh? I seem to recall you were sick that day too.
まあいいけど。私が何を言いたいかってことですね。エミヤンはいいやつで、ちょっとバカで、そのあたり、私は心配なので、今度藤村に、ちょっとは顔出せやこら、と伝えておいてほしいのです。
Whatever. Anyway, my point is that you're a good guy, but kinda dumb. Which leaves me a little worried about you. So tell Fujimura to swing by soon, cause I got a beef with her. Neko makes circles with her fingers in the air as she downs her sake. She seems to think I'm a dragonfly or something. Okay, so just tell Fujina that?
そう。じゃあね。あんまし頑張りすぎんなよ、少年。
Yep, see ya. Try not to push yourself too hard, boy. Whoa, I've already crossed the bridge. I managed to walk back from the neighboring Shinto to Miyama without realizing. I walk through the still darkened town. It's about 7:30. There should still be people out and about at this hour, but there are no signs of anyone around. Oh, right. There was a crime committed in Miyama the other day. A burglar murdered someone, I think. It must be why there's no one around, and why the school curfew has been set to 6 o'clock. Gas leak and burglars, huh? Seems like it's getting dangerous around here. No wonder people are avoiding walking around at night. It's probably not safe to let Sakura go home on her own anymore. Fujine might be fine, but Sakura's house is in the residential area on the other side of town. Guess I should walk her home starting tonight. Huh? I can't quite believe what I'm seeing. I must be wrong. I sense a presence on the uphill path. I was sure it was empty. Whoever it is, they're standing still and look to be peering down at me. I unconsciously hold my breath. A girl with silvery hair smiles and walks down the path without making a sound. God. Delete. And as she passes by,
早く呼び出さないと死んじゃうよ、お兄ちゃん。
you'd better summon one soon, or you'll die, big brother. What she says makes no sense. Oh, to je všechno? I climb up the hill and reach my house. The lights are already on, which means Sakura and Fujine are home. The moment I step into the living room, I smell the delicious aroma of dinner. Sakura and Fujine are both eating at the table. Tonight's meal is chicken stewed in cream sauce, and it's put Fujine in an especially good mood. Welcome home, senpai. Please excuse us for eating ahead of you. Thanks and sorry for being late. I should have come home earlier. That's fine. You still made it in time. Please wait while I prepare your plate. Okay, thanks. I'll go wash up. So keep an eye on Fujine to make sure she doesn't eat my portion. Yes, I'll do that. I go to my room. It's a sparse room compared to the storehouse, but it's still decorated enough considering I don't have any particular hobbies. Though most of them are random things Fujine just left here. After I wash my hands and change, I head back to see my food on the table. Thank you for the meal. Please dig in. I hope you like it. Sakura is humble as ever. Sakura's cooking skills have vastly improved over the past year. My cooking is no match for Western foods. My Japanese dishes might be a little better. Neither of us is any good at making Chinese dishes. I'm glad to know she's improving, but it's also a little depressing when the pupil surpasses her master. It really is delicious. The longer you cook chicken, the tougher the meat gets. Which is why you need to take the extra step of grilling the chicken to a crisp to seal its juiciness and flavor. This requires exceptional skill and it's something the clumsy Fujine would never be able to manage. What do you think, senpai? I think today's dish turned out quite well. No complaints here. The cream sauce is perfect. My cooking can't hold a candle to your Western dishes. Yep. Ever since Sakura started cooking, all her meat dishes have gotten better. Fujine, who's been concentrating on her meal up until now, pipes up. And you're in trouble, Shiro. A student shouldn't stay out so late at night. Ugh. She looked to be in good spirits thanks to Sakura's meal, but the moment she sees my face, her mood turns sour. Miram, I bet you were helping someone again. That's fine, but you really should be coming home early for now. Don't you remember my homeroom announcement about how it's not been safe lately? Oh, speaking directly to you, Shiro. Okay. Protože už mi nejde mi moc dobře. Dokončím tady ten den. Kouknu se ještě na tu druhou možnost, co jsem měl u Ise. A tam bych to ukončil dneska. You really don't need to make a homeroom announcement for something you can just tell me at home. You wouldn't listen if I told you here though. You're more likely to listen if I tell you at school. That seems like an abuse of authority, or at least mixing business with private matters.
それぐらいしないとシローはダメなのよ。
Nope. This is just what I have to do to make things sink in for Shiro.
いつも人の手伝いばっかりして損してるからさ。たまにはまっすぐ帰ってきてのんびりしててもいいじゃない、バカチン。
He always gets the short end of the stick. Because he's busy helping everyone. That idiot should come straight home once in a while and relax a bit. Huh? Who you're calling an idiot? What's wrong with helping people? I'm not losing out on anything as long as someone benefits from my help.
キリツグさんに似たのかな。シローがそんなんじゃお姉ちゃん心配だよ。
You're starting to sound like Kiritsugu. And that mindset has your big sister worried, Shiro. Seeing Fujina's eating so heartily makes me wonder what exactly she's worried about.
藤村先生、今の話からすると、先輩って昔からそうなんですか？
Miss Fujimura? Just from that conversation, are you saying Senpai has always been like this?
昔からそうなの。なんか困ってる人がいたら自分から手を出しちゃうタイプ。けど、おせっかいってわけじゃなくて、シローはね、単におませさんなのだ。
Yep, always. He's the type who would lend a helping hand whenever there's someone in need. It's not that he meddles in things, but he's always been a bit precocious. Never. Fujine grins menacingly. Fujine, I'm going to get mad if you say something you shouldn't. And you shouldn't ask such silly questions, Sakura. I glare at the two. Fujine clicks her tongue into the approval bot. Miss Fujimura, please continue. Sakura presses on like an attentive student.
じゃあ話しちゃおう。これがね、シローは困った人を放っておけない性格なのよ。弱きを助け強きをくじくってやつ。
Uh-oh, it's funny.
僕の夢は正義の味方になることです。だったから。
Then let me explain. You see, Shiro just can't help himself when he sees someone in need. It's like helping the weak and subduing the strong. When he was younger, he wrote an essay that said he wanted to be a hero of justice. With bringing up the past, Fujina. I can't really jump in though, because it's true. Besides, becoming a hero of justice is still my goal. Wow. You were a really wonderful child, senpai.
すごかったよ。年上の男の子にいじめられてる女の子がいたら助けに入ってくれたし、キリツグさんが武将だったから家事だって一生懸命こなしてたし。
Yep. It was astonishing. He would swoop in to rescue a little girl from getting bullied by a boy twice her age. And he tried his hardest at doing homework because Kiritsugu was such a slob at home.
あの頃は可愛くて純真だったのに、それがどうしてこんなひねくれた子になっちゃったんだろうな。
Aww, he was so cute and innocent back then. I'm not sure how he got to be the stubborn, disobedient boy he is today. That's on you, Fujine. That's what happens with children when they have a bad role model. And if you want to say something just to that, try making an entire meal all on your own. What? Fujine is shocked. I thought she'd just lower her head and repent, but...
お姉ちゃんは悲しいよ。さくらちゃん、おかわり。
And then we should put out some what? Big sister so sad, Sakura. Birds, please. She holds out her rice bowl, asking for a third helping of dinner. We relax after dinner, and it's almost 9 o'clock. Well, what should I do? There's still some time before my evening training. I guess I'll honor. Tahle hra mi dáváš moc možností, ne do píči. I haven't thanked Sakura for cooking dinner yet, so I should talk to Sakura. It's getting late, so I should walk her home. Sakura just finished cleaning up, and she's in the living room getting ready to go home. Oh, senpai? I thought you were taking your bath. I'll take my bath later, after I walk you home. Eh? You're going to walk me home? Yeah, it's been dangerous at night lately, so I'll walk you home. Your house is a pretty long walk, so let me at least do this, since you go out of your way to come here. Sakura purses her lips awkwardly. Did I say something wrong? I'm sorry. I appreciate your concern, but you should rest. I know my way home from here, and I should be fine alone. Maybe so, but it really hasn't been safe recently. I'll walk you home at night for a while. But, well, it'll cause trouble for you if my brother sees you. Ah. I forgot. Sakura's older brother Shinji doesn't really like Sakura coming over to my place. He can't say much because Sakura says she goes to Fujine's house, but me taking her home might cause problems. I don't care if Shinji accuses me of something I didn't actually do, but I don't want him taking it out on Sakura. But it wouldn't be a problem if I only walked you halfway, right? There's no way we'll see Shinji at the intersection. Sakura is uncomfortably silent. Knowing Sakura, she probably couldn't even lie about the fact that I walked her home. Hey, then how about... Want me to walk her home? An English teacher wearing tiger stripes suddenly pokes her head through the door. That really doesn't fix anything. My concept is that a girl's walking alone at night, so adding another girl would be... Wait a minute. Calling Fujine a girl may be a bit of a misnomer. That is the reason Fujine is the teacher in charge of the Kyudo club. She was trained by old man Fujimura in Kendo, and her 5th rank designation makes her deadly, literally and figuratively. I guess it wouldn't be a problem if you went, Fujine. I bet he could beat the crap out of any perverts who might try to strike. Of course I can. And that's why walking Sakura home is not a problem. Are you good with it, Sakura? Yes, as long as it's okay with you. That settles it. Let's get going. I was just thinking I should go home too. Fujine takes Sakura's hands and starts to leave. Oh, hold on a minute, Sakura. What is it, senpai? Dinner was good. Thank you. Of course, as long as you don't mind, I'll keep working on my cooking, senpai. Sakura beams and leaves the living room. I can tell my cheeks are burning red. Honestly, Sakura takes me by surprise a lot lately. It's perplexing. Time sure flies. Not so long ago, she was just my friend's little sister. Now, I find sometimes I can't quite look away from her. I'm so pathetic. I've always thought of Sakura as being like family. I can't seem to readily accept this change. And that is how my day ends. Just before midnight, Shiro Emiya must perform the daily routine of utilizing magecraft. I cross my legs, take my position and regulate my breathing. I try to empty my mind. I ignore everything around me and turn my focus inward. Tres, un! I mutter the familiar incantation as if putting myself in a spell. No, this is a kind of hypnosis. With no magic rest and no magical knowledge, the incantation I mutter is really just a way to focus myself and change my body. Typically, humans do not have any lines which allow magical energy to pass through their body. To temporarily change my body to create a pseudo version of the lines, I need enough concentration to unify my entire physical and nervous systems. Magecraft is a battle with yourself. For example, I insert a burning steel rod into my backbone. The steel rod itself is the one and only magic circuit I prepare for myself. By passing this deep within my body and connecting it to my other nerves, I can finally be a mage. This is not a metaphor. And if you look closely, a series of metal rods, which cannot normally be seen or touched, pierce my backbone. I'm a magician. Kiritsugu Emiya was a mage. He was a true mage who disciplined himself in a wide variety of mystics, plumbed the deeper secrets of the world and its workings, and even performed miracles. And as a young child, I admired Kiritsugu and begged him to teach me magecraft. But you can't just become a mage. You have to be born with talent and inherit a tremendous amount of knowledge. I obviously never had that inborn talent, and Kiritsugu never imparted any knowledge about magecraft to me. I was told it wasn't necessary for me, something like that. I still don't understand what he meant by that, but it didn't matter to me as a child. I always thought learning magecraft would bring me that much closer to being like Kiritsugu. I was blessed neither with talent, there is an abundance of magic circuits within me, nor was generations of magecraft knowledge handed down to me. The magecraft Kiritsugu possessed, the magic rest passed down from the Emiya family, can only be passed on to a blood relative. A magic rest, which is proof one is a mage, rejects and is not blood related. As an adopted son, I could not receive the Emiya family's crest. Oh, to je proč nikdy nedostal ten magic crest. Já myslím, že mu prostě Kiritsugu nechtěl dát. I see. Then again, since I honestly don't have any idea what the hell a magic rest even is, it doesn't matter much whether I have one or not. It's just a matter of gaining the ability. If I want to be a mage, I just have to learn magecraft that suits the traits that I do have. Magecraft is, taken to its extreme, a skill supposedly meant to release magical energy. You could say that magical energy is a life source. Magical energy is separated into two sources: mana, which comes from the world's atmosphere, and ord, which is created within living. Oh, okay. Obviously, mana, which comes from the world itself, is superior to ord. The sheer power of the world's mana is simply not even comparable to the ord one human can create. No matter the form it takes, magecraft utilizing mana will always surpass anything created from an individual's ord. So a powerful mage is one who excels at drawing magical energy from the world. It's a lot like a filtration system. A mage will use their own body circuits to draw in mana from outside and convert it into something usable. Mages call the circuits they use to accomplish this magic circuits. This is the inborn talent part. The number of magic circuits one has is determined at the moment of birth. Typically, humans have hardly any magic circuits. They're normally quite rare. That's why mages will spend generations trying to ensure their descendants have a body more suitable for magic. Some families even go as far as to practice selective breeding in order to increase the number of magic circuits in their children. And since I was raised in a normal family, I never had a chance of having much in the way of magic circuits. That left me only one option. According to Kiritsugu, everyone is well suited to one specific form of magecraft. He also said something about drawing out magical energy based on the person's origin, but I never quite understood that part. What I do understand is that even someone like me can use at least one form of magecraft. If I can do that, then maybe I can be like Kiritsugu. And that's why I've only learned this one magecraft. That was 8 years ago. After a lot of thought, Kiritsugu took me as his disciple, though he never seemed happy about it.
いいかいしろ。魔術を習うということは常識からかけ離れるということだ。死ぬときは死に、殺すときは殺す。
Listen, Shiro. Learning magecraft means leaving behind common sense. You die when the end comes for you, and you kill when you must.
僕たちの本質は生ではなく死だからね。魔術とは自らを滅ぼす道に他ならない。
Life isn't at the core of what we do. Death is. Magecraft is walking the path of self-destruction. I guess I knew no fear as a child. Kiritsugu smiled bitterly, placing a hand atop my head as I nodded enthusiastically.
君に教えるのはそういった争いを呼ぶ類のものだ。
Fuck. What I want to teach you is the sort of thing that could cause conflict.
だから人前で使ってはいけないし、難しいものだから鍛錬を怠ってもいけない。
So you should never use it in front of anyone, and you should never forget your training, because it's difficult.
でもまあ、それは破ったって構わない。
Then again, you don't really need to follow it either.
一番大事なことはね、魔術は自分のためじゃなくて他人のためだけに使うということだよ。そうすればシローは魔術使いではあるけど魔術師ではなくなるからね。
The most important thing is that you always remember that magecraft is to be used for others and not for yourself. That would make you simply a user of magecraft rather than a mage. I guess Kiritsugu didn't want me to be a mage, but I didn't care about that. I admired Kiritsugu, not mages. As long as I can be the sort of person who lives to help others, like Kiritsugu on that day of fire and nightmare. Nah. I got distracted. I feel the uncomfortable sensation of the iron rod in my backbone moving where it shouldn't. Losing control of my breathing now would be fatal. The set of magic circuits would overwhelm my body and shred it to pieces. And that would be the end of me. Shiro Emiya would simply be a novice who died because he failed at an elementary step. I grit my teeth and try to recover my connection. After pain like walking through a storm of needles, the iron rod finally sinks deep into my body and fuses with me. I've been working on this for a little over an hour. And after all that time, I'm finally able to create one pseudo-circuit, a circuit capable of creating magical energy using my own self. Basic structure. Analyze. All that's left is to allow the magical energy to flow naturally. Shiro Emiya is no mage. He is just a user of magecraft who can only create magical energy within his body and channel it into objects. That's why I can only do one thing with this magecraft, which is composition, analyze, enhancing objects. You just strengthen magecraft, where I apprehend an object structure and channel magical energy to temporarily reinforce its abilities. Basic structure. Alter. I hold a broken iron pipe. I pass magical energy through it to execute the most basic magecraft, to enhance its durability. Passing magical energy into something other than yourself is like mixing poison. My blood is a far cry from the blood of an iron pipe. Forcing an entirely different sort of blood through an object may well destroy it rather than enhance it. To prevent that from happening, I need to properly understand an object structure and pass magical energy into it between the small vacant spaces. Composition. Reinforce. This may be easy for a skilled mage, but since I have a hard time generating magical energy in the first place, even a task like this is as difficult as shooting an arrow and hitting a target several hundred meters from you. A typical archery target is 28 meters away, so it goes without saying how hard it would be to hit the target at 10 times that distance. My body temperature suddenly plummets. That fiery pillar passing throughout my backbone disappears and my lungs cease in desperate need of oxygen. My back arches in an effort to keep me from passing out. Damn, I failed again. The iron pipe is unchanged. The magical energy I passed into it appears to have dispersed. Damn, adding to something that already has a set form is hard. What I'm attempting to do is like adding an extra brushwork to a completed work of art. Adding something extra to a completed object raises the risk of compromising the object's integrity. The paintbrush, hoping to improve, may actually devalue the work instead, which is why, despite its simplicity, strengthening magecraft is so difficult and not many mages willingly use it. And it's not that I chose this, that's really all I can do. It would be much easier if I could make something from shapeless clay, but a substitute that just recreates its form is all show and no substance. Which explains all the junk around. Wherever I fell at strengthening magecraft, I tried to make substitute objects to practice and calm down on, but they all end up empty. I can visualize the structure of an object easily. I can recreate something very similar, but it's hollow, and obviously doesn't function at all. I wipe the sweat off my brow. I realize it's absolutely dripping with sweat. If this is as bad as it got, I should consider myself lucky. But what happened earlier was really bad. Had I taken even a second longer to recover, my internal organs would probably be mush about now. Only pushing myself to the brink of death helped me improve. There will be some hope here. But nothing comes that easily. At the same time, fear of death will stand in the way of improving my magecraft. Learning magecraft means courting death at every turn. Even rudimentary, everyday magecraft can spill wildly out of control from a single mistake ending the caster's life. The very first thing a mage must do is resolve to accept death. Kirinovi always looked sad whenever he brought that up. Maybe it was his way of saying that he didn't want me getting into any of this. Saving one person means not saving someone else. Being a hero of justice means you need to be an extremely egocentric person. There's always his line. Kirinovi always said that whether I mentioned wanting to be like him. I still don't know what he meant by that. All I'm certain of is that I want to save people, to be a hero of justice, like Kirinovi Emiya. But I can't even manage the basics. I'm such an idiot for letting myself get distracted at the most crucial moment. It's not enough for me to just grasp the object structure visually. A skilled mage would be able to focus only on the crucial areas and efficiently channel magical energy. My dream is to become a hero of justice. I remember that what Fujina mentioned at dinner. I never really thought of that goal as embarrassing or impossible. That Shiro Emiya will succeed Kiritsugu Emiya has already been decided. That's why I've been doing everything I can despite how sorely I lack in experience. I don't know exactly what it means to be a hero of justice, but because I don't know, I've trained myself to be the best. I've trained myself to the best of my abilities in hopes I will be useful to somebody. I haven't taken my eye off that goal these past 5 years, but whenever things go wrong like this, I start to have doubts. I just don't get it, old man. What the hell do I have to do to be a hero of justice? I look up at the sky through a window. It's not just about being a good for someone out of the blue. Saving someone and being a hero of justice are two different things. I know that, but what do I have to do to differentiate them? I've yet to understand that crucial concept for the past 5 years. Yes? Den druhý. Ok, tady to ukončím. Můj hlas je v píči. Jo, teď je 1. února. Ok, tady to teda ukončíme. Já vím, že jsem chtěl udělat ještě tady to. Ale hádám, že to nemá jako nějaký jako moc smysl. Hlavně já se musím vyléčit. Ok, čete. Tady to byl zase menší progres, jsme v 2. dnu. Už se někam pomalu dostáváme. Pomalonku, ano. Ale dostáváme se někam. No. A s tímhle se uvidíme zase někdy, doufám, že co nejdřív, až se pořádně vyléčím, až se mi vrátí hlas a nebudu mít uspanej nos konstantně, nebudu muset svrkat a kašlat a ty dementní věci. No, ale uvidíme se zase někdy a do té doby nashledanou.